Alright, so...
Ubisoft.
More E3 coverage.
Woo! E3 2017.
Nah, we're doing Bethesda first. You're on the wrong page.
Woo! Bethesda 2017.
Yeah, you probably forgot about Bethesda because we don't care about Bethesda. Not one freaking stinking little bit.
I mean, Fallout's cool. Skyrim's cool.
I don't like Fallout. I don't like Fallout. I'm just going to put that out there. I think Fallout belongs to a type of game that I actually don't care about. I don't care about your open world random
post-apocalyptic shooters.
Go anywhere, do anything stuff. I don't care. I really don't. It doesn't appeal to me at all in the slightest.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I have Fallout 2. I've played Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And I understand why people like them. They're just not for me.
I really enjoyed Fallout 4. That's the only one I've really enjoyed. But, so Bethesda did something kind of neat and kind of individualistic. They did, they welcomed everybody to Bethesda Land, which was kind of cool. They had almost a pseudo theme park theme for all their announcements, and then you could actually go there after their press conference.
Now, one thing I do have to give Bethesda credit for is that I feel like because they're relatively small.
Yeah,
company.
they are.
I do feel like they're one of the more caring and nicer companies.
Yeah.
Like people tend to like Bethesda a lot, even when they screw up things.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, come on, Bethesda.
They'll pick it back up. Yeah.
For example, I'm tired of seeing Skyrim shoved down my throat about everything. And I know it wasn't shoved down my throat, and they have Skyrim Switch coming out. I don't care.
Yeah.
Skyrim is fun to mull around in a little bit.
Right.
But I'm never going to beat it. I'm probably going to get it for Switch.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, on a car trip, shooting some skeletons in the head.
Yeah.
With an arrow is going to be pretty fun.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned Skyrim and all that, because my biggest criticism of Bethesda for this is that they're just announcing things for old games. They're just...
Yeah.
Skyrim's 6 years old.
They announced Wolfenstein 2.
Yeah, that's true.
That was
so
cool.
Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus.
I guess, if you like Wolfenstein, which I don't care about.
Yeah, but then they started talking about VR and how they're bringing Fallout 4 to VR, they're bringing Skyrim to VR, they're bringing Doom to VR. It's just...
I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care about VR.
Morrowind, Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind, they showcased that for a little bit. Just saying, hey, Elder Scrolls Online isn't dead yet. It's still here. Okay.
Hey, scoot into the frame.
Hey. So now I'm in the frame. Yeah, so... and then they announced the Bethesda Creation Club, which is essentially...
Didn't they try this already?
I think so. It's paid for mods by Bethesda and other, they called them trusted entities.
Basically all the people who have the best mods
now. So, it's just weird that they announced this with the staggering amount of mods that are already available for free. It just doesn't make any sense. And these are paid for mods. These aren't free. These are like paid for additions to the game.
I don't care. Well, me personally, I don't care about these games enough to want to pay for the mods for them.
Right.
Now, Fallout, I know, has some really, really cool mods.
It does. Skyrim does too. I mean, I ran around Skyrim for a while with 2 Keyblades, and for those of you who know me, Kingdom Hearts is life. So, I
don't care.
I don't care. Yeah.
And I don't. I guess the people that do care are the people that are kind of upset because, like you said, they're mods that they can already get for free.
Like huge expansions to the game for free.
For free.
Like, and we're not just talking weapon skins. We're talking areas.
Pay for it.
Right. And it'll be officially developed, and it's just... It doesn't make sense.
Let's go ahead and move on from that.
Yes.
Skyrim's coming out for Switch. It'll come out. They still say it'll come out before the end of the year, which is cool. It'll support the Link amiibo and put Link stuff into the game, which, again, is a mod that already exists, but now it's essentially paid DLC because you got to buy
Because you got to buy the amiibo.
the amiibo. Now, a lot of people already have some Link amiibo in some form because there are a lot of Links. I think there are more Links than there are Marios.
Yep. I have 4 different Links.
And they just came out with some new ones.
Yeah, they came out with 3 more.
So, you know, that's neither here nor there. I don't think anybody really cares all that much about it.
Right.
I think more people care about, can we just get Skyrim for Switch now?
Right.
Since it was shown off at the Switch release.
Right.
Or the Switch reveal.
And that's important. Dishonored Death of the Outsider was announced. I couldn't honestly tell if this was a new game in the Dishonored franchise or if it were DLC. Because it looked like DLC for Dishonored 2, which is a fantastic game. I really haven't been able to sink my teeth in, but I mean, you know, that's available in September. Quake Champions was announced.
Quake is cool.
Yeah, it's a good old arena shooter.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm from the era of PC shooters when Quake was like, it was Quake and Unreal.
Right.
Like when I was in college, Quake and Unreal were installed in our computer labs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that when you were stressed out from programming all day, somebody would be like, "Hey, anybody down for some Unreal?" And we just split into teams and play like a couple matches. But that's cool to see Quake coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know how financially big this game will be.
I think it'll be cool for a couple months, and then
it'll be cool for the people that want to play Quake.
Yeah, totally.
The Evil Within 2 does look awesome.
It does.
It looks really, really cool.
It looks really visceral. It looks scary.
It does. It looks. It's the one thing that Bethesda showed that I was like, all right, that looks really, really awesome.
And they're pushing it hard.
They should. The
Which
Evil
is
Within
good.
was a widely regarded really good game, and I'm interested to see how they build upon it.
Yeah.
I won't keep up with it just because horror games in general are best the less you know about.
The less you know, the better.
And that was it for Bethesda. So moving on.
Funny thing you say that, because the guy came out and basically was like, "All right, yeah, thanks for joining us at the Bethesda conference. We're done."
Yeah.
And it was like 36 minutes, and
Look,
that was
man,
it.
sometimes short and sweet is the best. I don't know if it works here in Bethesda's favor, but Nintendo's been doing it forever, and you know.
Yeah, short, sweet, to the point. Give us your stuff.
Give us your stuff, and
We're good to
let
go.
us go in there, and especially this year since it was open to the public.
Right.
Let us go in there and play it.
For real.
All right, so Ubisoft. Ubisoft. If I had to pick a company I hated the most, it would be Ubisoft. And it's not because I don't like Ubisoft games. I actually do like Ubisoft games. One of my favorite games that I own is probably Rocksmith,
Yes.
which is a game that teaches. It's barely a game. It's a guitar teaching tool.
It's tutorial on guitars.
But every single time a new Ubisoft game comes out, the servers crash.
Yeah.
I know exactly when a game is coming out because I'll go to play Rocksmith and it won't work.
Yeah.
It'll just sit there on the loading screen for like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll just get mad, turn my console off,
Play something
take
else.
it off the internet, and then have to play it.
Yeah.
And it's just obnoxious.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious.
It sucks.
With that being said, let's go down the list.
Now it's time for some Ubisoft.
Alright, so Beyond Good and Evil 2. Exciting.
Did you play the first one?
No, I don't.
I didn't either. So it was very vulgar. The trailer was incredibly vulgar, dropping swear words like crazy, and I don't know if that was for a shock and awe kind of deal, but I
think that's just what kind of audience Beyond Good and Evil is.
Okay,
for.
I didn't know what the first one was rated. I thought it was like a T game for Xbox original, but I don't know.
Maybe they're trying to grow up with our audience. I don't know.
They might be.
I don't
I'm
care.
Not sure.
On next, we have Far Cry 5, which is awesome. I know you don't care for Far Cry.
It's not that I don't care for Far Cry. It's that I suck at Far Cry.
Okay, that is a big difference.
I can't get past the first level on any Far Cry game, so I just don't play them. And that's,
That's fair.
I miss out on them. My roommate in college, Garrett, he played I watched him play through 3 and 4, and I mean, they look awesome. They look really cool. They look like fun. Not for me. I can't play.
Yeah, well,
I
for
can't
everybody who does care about Far Cry 5 looks kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Steep is getting an Olympic pack.
Yeah. Steve's cool.
Steep is cool. That's pretty much all you need to say about Steep.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for my Nintendo Switch release date. Because that was also shown
announced.
Yeah, it was announced. It wasn't shown. It was announced for the Switch on day one.
Yep.
We still don't have a release date for it.
Nope.
And I want it. I want to play it so bad, especially because, I mean, I know it's not going to be as arcadey as SSX.
No, it's more realistic, but it looks awesome.
I like skiing games.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird. It's super niche, but
They're calming and
it's
fun.
just fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the open worldness of Steep.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, the other consoles are getting an Olympic pack coming out later this year. Assassin's Creed, we talked about in our last video.
Looks neat.
Looks neat.
I'm over it. Talked about it in the last
Probably
one.
won't play it,
No.
but it looks neat. Skull and Bones. This game looks like what's the game we talked about for the other
Sea of
pirate?
Thieves.
Sea of Thieves. This looks like a fun version of a Sea of Thieves.
This looks like the grown-up fun version of Sea of Thieves. This looks visceral. It looks brutal. It looks awesome.
It looks awesome. That's all I need to say about it until it comes out and all the servers crash and nobody can play it on day one.
Thanks, Ubisoft.
You got South Park. I'm not going to say the subtitle because they're all just potty jokes
Yes.
in disguise. It looks good.
I've heard they're surprisingly deep RPGs, though.
The first one is really good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
If you like South Park, you'll love the game.
I've never been a fan
If you don't
of
like South Park, you'll still like the game. It's a good game.
Okay.
It really is. It's legitimately a good game. This one has been had some development turbulence.
Yeah, it has. It was supposed to come out last year.
Right, and one of the things was I read an article on Kotaku maybe about how long this game has taken to develop, and they're saying they don't just want to make a better first game; they want to make a good game in its own right. And
which makes sense.
Which I'm
good on the developers.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
As long as it doesn't turn into Cuphead long, we're good.
Or Kingdom Hearts 3.
We'll get into that later.
Sprinkle a little bit of salt.
We'll get into that in just a minute. The Crew 2, which I know you don't care about because you don't care about car driving games, but it looks awesome. I did not play The Crew. I know you have The Crew.
Yeah. Come over, we'll play it.
Yeah. So I'll tell you how excited I am about that after our gameplay video of the original Crew. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's the Crew. The original one was it Ubisoft or was it a smaller company that got picked up by Ubisoft or something?
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Okay. And while you're doing that, we'll talk about the biggest surprise, Ubisoft's big piece de resistance, which
I can't wait. Yeah, it is Ubisoft.
Okay, all right.
Developed by Ivory Tower and
There we
Ubisoft
go.
Reflections, and published by Ubisoft.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So when this game was leaked 2 weeks before E3.
It was.
And people saw it and they had a field day. And when I say had a field day, I mean not just. I'll go ahead and tell you the game. The game is Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Kingdom Battle.
And when it got leaked, because not stills, but images from the game, like
the title.
concept art and
The title frame for the game got leaked.
And everybody was like, what?
Yeah, it looked fake.
Mario and Rabbids, and you had a game with Mario and Rabbids, and people hate Rabbids, and non-Nintendo people hate Mario, and people just had a field day. They were like, this is stupid, this is going to be awful, why did Nintendo let Ubisoft take their IP and use it in a Rabbids game, because the Rabbids games, I don't know who buys these things. They're like Mario Party. They're not good,
No.
but people buy them.
But people buy them all the time.
I don't know. I don't know anybody who has a Rabbids game.
I don't.
I guess kids buy them?
Maybe.
Because that's who they seem to be marketing
parents
towards.
buy them for their kids.
Right. Then they showed off the gameplay. First of all, Miyamoto comes out on stage
with a gun.
With the gun.
Like a Samus arm on, and it looks so cool.
And then they cut to the gameplay, and Mario has the bullet bill gun.
Mm-hmm.
And Mario is shooting people.
Yep.
Straight up, just shooting people. And I was like, what?
Yep.
Then they started showing the gameplay, and I'm like, this is XCOM.
It's XCOM. It's so cool.
It's XCOM with Mario and Rabbids.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks good.
And it looks amazing. I don't.
And everybody else is like, wait, this is. So you're telling me this is XCOM?
Mm-hmm. And Ubisoft's just like,
yeah, it's XCOM.
It's XCOM. And it's awesome. And
yeah.
it looks great. And
it looks great. I've seen gameplay. It looks like it plays like XCOM. I hope it's as hard as XCOM.
Yeah, it looks difficult.
If you didn't know, XCOM is like a tactical turn-based game. Mm-hmm. Like you hide behind cover.
It's almost like Valkyria Chronicles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you've played any turn-based tactical game, think that, except cover is the utmost importance.
Yes.
Like flanking people, and it looks like exactly like a Mario cover-based shooter or cover-based tactics game should work.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It looks cool, and I'm excited. And it comes out very, very soon. August, maybe.
August 25th.
August. At the end of August, we will have Mario XCOM, which I pretty much will be sure to. That's how people are going to refer to it.
Oh yeah.
Or I mean, Mario and Rabbids just
Mario
a sour taste in your mouth.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a mouthful. Mario XCOM just sounds cool.
Yes, coming out for the Switch, and it was honestly the coolest thing that was announced. Not because it was actually the coolest thing. I think that would probably go to Beyond Good and Evil for those who are fans. But because we already knew about it, mm-hmm. and this changed our minds about it.
Right.
It was almost like ARMS when it came out. When they first released it, everybody was like, this looks dumb.
Yeah,
it looks like it'll be a novelty thing.
Right.
And then the more they showed, the more everybody was like, okay, ARMS looks good.
ARMS looks cool.
And now it's to the point where if you find somebody with a Switch, they probably have ARMS, and you'll probably have fun playing it.
Absolutely.
It's
incredible.
Just throwing it out there. All right, so that's the end of Ubisoft.
Yes.
Waiting for servers to crash for all those games.
Woo.
I will probably... no, I'm definitely getting Mario and Rabbids. Sony. So let's go to Sony, the second of the big three. I know, it's okay.
It's all not. Right.
So he hated the Sony press conference, not because basically because everything they showed was shown off last year, and that is the absolute honest to God truth. It just felt like pretty much everything they showed was either what or they showed this last year, and
but they didn't.
And they did not show Kingdom
Hearts 3.
That's because they're not done with Kingdom Hearts 3.
They're
they
not
didn't
even,
show.
They're
also,
not even close to being
also
done with
absent
Kingdom
this
Hearts 3.
year was Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mm-hmm. Which they're not even close to being done with that as well.
Right.
The developer came out 2-3 weeks before E3 and said, yeah, so these games are up to 3 years away.
Ooh, that's rough.
Which broke my heart. But, moving on.
Alright,
so yeah, sprinkle a little salt. God of War looks awesome.
It looks awesome.
It really does.
We saw it last year.
We saw it last year. SpiderMan looks awesome.
Looks awesome.
Saw it last year.
Now, with that being said, they did actually show off gameplay this year.
It looks great.
They didn't show off last year, and it looks exactly like it should.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spider-Man Arkham City.
Which, were we expecting anything else?
This is what we wanted. This is pretty much how Spider-Man should be. Now the boss battle was a little weird. That
It was
they
a-
showed
it
at
was
the
a quick
end.
time event.
It was a
Fest.
quick time event cutscene thing.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder how the game will play overall.
Right.
Like, because if it's going to be narrative driven, like this seemed to be, it seems like it's going to be this is awesome, great reviews, but it's only good for a playthrough.
Right. I feel like that's what it's going to be.
I hope it's more open, more, you can come back to this, not just a 12-hour campaign and we're done.
Right. Like, Arkham City had legs. Like, you could do the 12-hour campaign, but there were a ton of Easter eggs to find.
Right. People came back to Arkham.
There were the challenge
later.
maps. There were, like, I find myself wanting to play those games again just because they were such an incredible experience from start to finish.
Right. And like I said, I hope Spider-Man is not just a complete knockoff of the Arkham games where it's just
Same kind of deal, yeah.
walk through. I hope there's some more Spider-Man in it because Spider-Man
Absolutely.
deserves a really good game.
He does.
He hasn't had one in a long time. Next up, Monster Hunter World, which was a surprise to me.
Me too.
And pretty much everybody. I know most people didn't bat an eye, but for the Monster Hunter community, which is very passionate, this was exciting and shocking at the same time.
Correct. We also learned that Double Cross is... They have zero plans currently to bring it to the West.
Right.
But they're evolving...
It's on the Switch anyway.
Right, so it's region
you
free.
Right. We and Mackie both plan to get the Japanese version when it comes out in
happening.
August.
August 25th. So, dropping some coin.
Yeah.
The 25th.
Dropping coin on 25th.
Monster Hunter Double Cross and Mario plus Rabbids.
Yeah, okay. So, Monster Hunter World, it looks like I don't know, it almost looks like a marriage between Monster Hunter and Dragon's Dogma, which is another Capcom produced game. Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Which is in the same vein of Monster Hunter.
Right.
Involves lots of big things that you can hack parts off of. You have to figure out their patterns to fight them. This looks like that. The open world definitely changes things up a bit.
Yes.
I'm interested to see the developments on this game.
Yeah.
That will pretty much determine whether I shell out for an Xbox or PS4 to get this game.
Yeah.
But
we'll be following it closely.
You'll probably hear a lot more about this particular game from us specifically as
Absolutely.
Monster Hunter fans.
Yeah.
But what they showed off was really cool.
Yeah.
You can tell that this game has been in development for a while.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It looks pretty. The gameplay demos apparently did change up as they were they tried to do the same things, but they didn't always work out correctly.
Yep.
So that's cool.
The new monsters are cool.
That makes it feel like it's not just a scripted Spider-Man quick time event kind of thing. So you'll hear more about this later.
Absolutely.
As things are announced. Final Fantasy 15 VR fishing.
Who asked for this? Because it wasn't us.
Who okayed this?
I don't know.
Who was like, yes.
Right. No.
Alright, Shadow of the Colossus
Moving on. Yeah.
was a nice surprise.
I don't know if it's going to... the developers have said they don't want to lose the charm of the original.
But
They
the
said-
original was unfinished. Also.
Correct. They said they're going to fix the minor control issues
Yes.
that were...
I hope they put in a lot of the monsters that were left out too.
I think they will. I think what they're going to do is, rather than it be implemented in the story, I think they'll have a boss rush mode where these are all the things that we... I mean, there already was a boss rush mode.
Right.
But I think it'll be extra boss rush mode, all the stuff we didn't do.
I honestly think this is going to play a little different than the original too.
Oh,
because
yeah,
the
it has
original
to.
one doesn't. I don't think it'll age well with the update in graphics.
No.
But it looks cool. I'm looking forward to probably seeing this again next year at Sony's E3 because that seems to be their run with
Their
these
thing,
things.
yeah.
The Knack 2, I don't care.
Call of Duty World War II, it's just another one.
Call of Duty is a big deal for a lot of people.
It is.
I'm sure everybody who plays Call of Duty is excited to play World War II this time.
Yeah.
We don't care.
We've already done it in World at War, but whatever. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. It's not featuring Nathan Drake.
Yeah, they said the last one with Nathan Drake was the last one with Nathan Drake.
A Thieves End.
Yeah, he's done being... I don't know. I don't follow Uncharted. They always look cool to watch.
They look like Indiana Jones.
Exciting.
Yeah.
To watch people play it, but I don't care to play it.
I don't feel like I would want to play it, yeah.
Days Gone looks like generic zombie game.
Number 73.
With good graphics.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn's getting DLC, which is exciting because Horizon
Zero Dawn, yeah.
Horizon Zero Dawn actually looks great. And I kept up with this game. I remember when it was first shown off, and I almost considered getting a PlayStation just for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Well, it looked like robotic Monster Hunter.
Yeah. And apparently it's really good.
Yeah.
And it wasn't enough for me to get the console.
Yeah.
But having some DLC for it, hopefully the DLC does it justice, because this game looked and got great reviews. Looked good and got great reviews, and
across the board.
I would like to see it flourish.
Yeah.
I like seeing games be really good.
Me too.
Like, I really do. Even though it's not on a console I own, I want to see.
I like seeing the industry thrive. I don't like seeing it like.
I don't like seeing games where we're like, oh, all this criticism or acclaim, and then we play it for 2 months and we're done with it.
And we're done. Yeah.
I want it to be The Last of Us.
Right.
The Last of Us is like that, where everybody loved it, everybody played it for forever, everybody talked about it. That's what I want this to be.
I've beaten The Last of Us, and I still want to go back and play it again.
There you go.
It is just it's a movie. It's a cinematic game that deserves critical acclaim. So.
Are those kids outside?
Yeah.
There's kids outside. All right.
They're hanging out at the pool.
No, they're not, because it's closed. All right. Going on, we got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I was excited for. Capcom always, with their fighting games especially, I'm iffy at first. My last Marvel vs. Capcom that I was really into was 2, which was a completely broken game where everybody had infinites and the roster was so unbalanced that you basically played with 12 characters and that's it.
Right.
Doesn't matter. Still fun. Super fun, super exciting to watch. Just chaos happening on screen.
Beautiful art style.
MVC3.
It was pretty. It looked cool. I had it for a while.
Alright. They had Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think Mike has it. I played it a couple times. I'm not very good at it, so I don't play very much.
Yeah.
It looks cool. But
I don't
when
like
you
that
tell
Sigma
me straight
is DLC.
off, right? You tell me straight off that Sigma is paid DLC. You clearly have already made him. Just put him in the game.
He's the bad guy with Ultron.
Just put him in the game.
Right.
For free.
Well, Cam,
and
he's on the disc already. You just have to pay to unlock him.
Right. Don't do that. Come on. You already make Monster Hunter with free DLC. Everything in the Monster Hunter games, all the add-on stuff, I know.
Exactly.
I know. Everything in the game is already free DLC in Monster Hunter. Like, you just release it as you do it. You know, the Sonic the Hedgehog DLC, the Animal Crossing DLC.
Right.
That was all free. It just released later.
Right.
Why are you charging us for your game?
Right.
You have it.
It's on the disc. It's on the disc.
All right.
But,
let's move on.
Yep. Detroit Become Human. No idea what this is.
It's a visual novel in the way of like LA Noire.
Okay.
Not an exciting pick for most people, but if you like that kind of game, I'm not really a fan. The last game I really played like that was Shenmue.
Yeah.
Which has a little more action than these games tend to have.
Yeah.
But Detroit Become Human looks good.
Yeah.
It looks, even though it looks very political, they swear up and down, this has nothing to do with racial issues. you have me surprised in the trailer because it looks like it's about race issues to me. But it'll probably come out to either acclaim or pander, and then it'll just fall under the radar, just like
disappear.
LA Noire did,
Yeah.
which I own and have yet to beat.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
All right, so there you go. There was
we got Bethesda,
Ubisoft, and
Sony, all in one.
Are you scratching the furniture again?
He's glad that we're done covering these lame press conferences.
Yeah. Overall, so as far as Sony goes with the big three, this was not exciting to me. The most exciting games are God of War and SpiderMan, which we saw last year,
Right.
and are still not out yet.
Right.
So next year, maybe we'll have a new game that will really get me excited, because Shadow of the Colossus is not going to move the needle for most people.
No. It's not moving my needle.
And so I don't. As far as Sony versus Microsoft so far, it lacked punch, but it was less disappointing.
It was less disappointing.
Because at least Spider-Man looks pretty good.
Yeah, Spider-Man looks cool.
And Shadow of the Colossus is a nice
It's a nice touch.
Nice touch. But there you go. Next we will cover Nintendo and everything else. So, yeah, get ready for that. Check us out in that video.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked the video, feel free to give us a like and subscribe. If you didn't like the video, the other button seems to work as well. Thanks again for watching, and we will chirp you in the next one.